Hello guys, in this video I want to share my journey, how I connected modern microscope camera to this old Nikon microscope. So I bought this trinocular Nikon microscope on eBay. It was in moderate shape, so I put some work into it, but it might be a topic for another video. But in this video I want to show you how I connected this camera to the photo output of this microscope. So it wasn't that straightforward. Uh, Let me just show how it came. So it came with this TV lens thing. I removed the actual lens here because I reused it, but this thing was attached in the photo port like that, and it protruded out of this tube like that. Yeah, and at first I tried connecting the camera directly. Like I had a focuser here, just moving this camera up and down to find the focus, and it kind of worked, but the image was quite zoomed in because this TV lens was designed to focus on a quite big sensor, and this camera has a sensor 1 and 1.8 inch sensor, so it's quite small sensor. It's not the smallest, but quite small comparing to the old TV equipment that I believe this lens is designed to work with. So to solve this problem, I designed a different housing. Let me just show you. It's good. So yeah, original screws I used. So everything original except the 3D printed housing for the lens that was originally in this TV lens adapter. Yeah. Yeah. So I 3D printed this thing. I reused the nut from the original TV lens and the lens itself. It has the same mounting holes and the same flange, but as you can see, it's a bit smaller. It allowed me to have like not protruding thing out of this tube, and it allowed me to position this reduction lens I bought on AliExpress just flush with this tube, and it has this adapter, 3D printed adapter. So it consists of two parts that connected with some pieces of filament like that. Yeah. Should snap back in place. Doesn't want to align. Okay. Let me help it like that. Yeah. So this, the main purpose of this, it has two purposes actually. At first, it reduces the image size on the sensor to fit it on the sensor size. So it adapts it for a smaller sensor. And the other function is to focus. So it has this focusing ring. It moves the internal lenses and focusing the image on the sensor. So basically that's it. So this thing is positioned like that inside the photo tube, and this screw also allows to focus. I didn't find that it influenced much the movement of this lens, but I find it best to position it as close in that direction as possible. But you need to be careful because inside there is a moving thing. If you like move this thing too far, it would collide, will rub against that. So you need to be careful because you can see marking here because I already put it too far. But you need to be careful not to put it too far. It's easier to notice when you put it there and you move this lever. If you hear some rubbing noise, that it means that you put it too far. Okay, let me just put it all back and I will explain another point. So I attached my 3D printed lens adapter back. The screws actually allows it to be moved slightly, so you can tweak it to find the center, to position image on the camera sensor to the center. I mean, the center of the image should be aligned with the center of the image in the eyepiece. And the movement of this lens allows, I mean, the lateral movement allows to align it. But it's not that critical. Yeah. And I attach it, this focusing reduction lens and the camera. Like that. And it can be tightened with this original screw. Yeah, so another point I want to show you, that even though this setup worked more or less okay, I find that the image at the low magnification, it's kind of hard to focus, and some bright spots, they just look weird and not that sharp. So I tried to remedy it somehow by placing an aperture somewhere in the optical path, like the opening, small opening to make it like sharper. I'm not an optical expert. It was just a hunch. How can I fix it? So just experiments. I tried to position to put the aperture somewhere in this optical path, but it didn't give me it. It actually made image sharper, but it produces some darkening in the corners. So because you see here there is some flange that narrows the opening. So what's the purpose of this flange except of act like an aperture? So I think they have this thing like an aperture. So nevertheless, I thought that the best way to position this aperture is in this optical path where the light is parallel. And it is actually proved to be correct. But if we place it like that in the port that is connected to the camera, it also influences our vision in one eye. So it's not like too desirable. Even though I didn't notice much difference, I didn't want to put anything in the optical path of my eyes. I needed it only for the camera. So, and I needed to position it before the first lens. And the first lens for the camera is inside this arm. It is positioned like that after the mirror. So mirror reflects the image and then goes the lens. So I 3D printed this thing. It has these cuts, because without them it's not possible to move it, because the first opening is a bit smaller than the placement for the lens. It's a bit tricky to place it there. You need to use tweezers and some flashlight or additional light like that, but it is possible. And yeah, you just be careful not to touch any optical elements like mirrors and lens, and you place it there. I will, I think, be able to show it with the flashlight. Yeah, it's there. And I experimented with the different aperture sizes, and I find that like 6 or 7 millimeters opening works the best. Yeah. So making it smaller didn't produce much effect, and making it larger, I think larger than 10 millimeters, it like diminishes the effect of making the image sharper. I will include the images of the camera images before the without the aperture and with aperture. Yeah, that's what I did. So I don't have any other microscope with the optical photo port to compare it with, but I find the image comparable with the images that I saw on YouTube from other videos. Yeah, so it's quite old microscope, but it has good optics, and it would be a shame not to use this photo port, to use it with the camera. Yeah, and I will also include the image, I mean the field of view of camera comparing to what we see in the eyepieces. So it's not complete frame, but it's more or less usable. I think it would be better if we had more reduction, like 0.25 or 0.2. It would cover more field of view, but I didn't find anything smaller than 0.3 on AliExpress. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye.